Добрейшего всем, дамы и господа, с вами Кулин, и сегодня я приветствую вас здесь, где я в прошлый раз продолжал проходить основной ивент патча 2.7. Да-да, если что, мы в Геншине. Сегодня наступает последний этап основного ивента, и наконец-таки сегодня завершаем задание Архонтов. А то уж понимаете ли, растянутый этот квест на 3 дня как-то не очень приносит сильное удовольствие. Ну да ладно, зато узнаем, что же у нас там наконец-таки случится в конце, и будем выбираться из вот этого чертовой дыришки. Ладненько, давайте уже будем потихонечку приступать, и я вас затягивать не буду. И начинается все это дело с Пайман, который то и дело любит позевать. Ладно, хорошо. Мы все еще как бы здесь, как бы тебе не лучше, видимо, Пайман. Скорее всего. Это нормально. Это пойдет, потому что Сиджи устают. Вот и Уси мешает. Так, ладненько. Сейчас будем смотреть на Сяву, потому что он все еще, видимо, уставший.
Traveler, it looks like the conqueror of demons is awake.
Ты как сам?
Fine. Don't worry. The karma I carry is dangerous to humans. Keep your distance.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Even so.
What happened while Paimon was sleeping? How did Xiao get here?
Ну, как бы Пайман тебе слишком долго это объяснять, так что лучше не
With a
надо.
little help, I was able to find my way here.
Conqueror of demons, could you tell us what happened before you joined us?
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone, but when I found them, they weren't anything like how I expected.
Madame Ping says that you usually base yourself at Wangshuin to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone yourself. Are they an Adeptus?
Это совсем другое. Совсем другое. Там уже будет понятнее.
Yaksha called Bosacious.
Bosacious? Is that one of the 5 Yakshas? Like you? I thought that you were the only one left. Aren't the other 4... gone from the world?
You could say that. But Bosacious's body is the only one that was never found. Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time, and we become tainted by karma. Over time, it inevitably drives us to madness. He left. No one knew where he went, and I never heard from him again. But Bosacious was the eldest of us. He once told us, as Yakshas we will experience countless wars. Whether we live or die, we must promise to take care of each other.
Did he forget his promise because he lost his sanity?
It's possible, but I did not. I am the sole survivor, so it is my duty to find out the fates of the others.
What made you come to the chasm? Did you hear something about Bosacious being?
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm? That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave Yaksha was seen putting up a heroic fight, but no one knew the Yaksha's name.
But There were many more than 5 yakshas in total, so there's no guarantee it was Bosacius.
Wow. But you must think it was probably him if you came here to investigate, right?
Нет. Пайман. Сява знает этого
I
человека.
am by no means certain, and I didn't have any other clues except for this one. But Bosacius was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the nameless Yaksha couldn't be him.
Wait, so it was Bosacius you were fighting with? Did he injure you?
Yes.
No way!
The invasion of monsters from Conria, the battle in the chasm, and Yelan's ancestor. I have a feeling that somehow these are all connected. Life is full of coincidences, but this is too much of a coincidence. Could this all be related to the fantastic compass mentioned in the will, too?
What will?
Oh, right. I came here because of a will. Maybe it's not something you've come across much before, but both mortals and adepti sometimes write out their final wishes so somebody else will carry them out after they've passed. It's known as a last will and testament.
And this can be done at any time?
Whoa, whoa. You wanna write a will?
Уже Сява хотел, чтобы его похоронили. Нет, нет, нет. Ему еще рано умирать.
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place used your desire to find me to create a trap that you would willingly walk into. Pure deception is easy to spot, but the truth laced with lies can be a fatal combination. What you heard were really things that I said. It made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication was the bait. If we hadn't managed to get in touch through the spatial rift, we may well have lost someone by now. Rather than murdering in cold blood, this space seems more intent on consuming souls.
How is this even possible?
Our opponent is very clever. It is not safe to stay here. Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do or not, I must find a way to get you out safely. I rejoined to warn you that it's extremely dangerous here. If you stay here too long, this space may well devour you.
But how do you know?
You might become a shadow of your former self, wandering the underground like a lost soul.
Sounds like you saw them too.
Yelan, you're back.
I've been back a while. I was listening to the conversation. I've seen some strange things here too. Objects that shouldn't be here. Strange figures appearing, then vanishing. I don't think any of it is real.
So they're just illusions?
At first I had the same thought, but it's not that simple. There may come a day when these illusions become real and attack you.
From what you were saying a moment ago, it's...
I can't say for sure. It's just a guess. As Yanfei said, this space is chaotic and unstable, but it has its weaknesses. By attacking the point where both spaces connect, I was able to create a rift and move from one to the other. So, if I use all the energy I have, I may be able to tear a passage out of this chaotic space.
Really? So powerful attacks can affect the space itself. I had wondered if that was a possibility.
Whoa, 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 whoa. But what do you mean by all the energy you have?
I mean, it will take everything I've got.
Wait a minute. When you said you were gonna get us out safely, you mean you're gonna stay...
You can't be serious.
I saw Bosacius underground. That's when I realized the horror of this place. A single blast can only create a very small opening. To send you back to the outside world, I may need to continuously channel power in order to keep the tunnel open. I know how to fight to the bitter end. I can do this.
No. No way. Even if what you're saying is true, I can't agree to this.
I'm neither. It's not much of an escape plan if we gotta leave someone behind.
It's only a good or bad plan if there are other options to compare it to. But that's not the situation we're in right now. I doubt you'd still be stuck here if anyone had a better idea.
But can you be certain that your plan will work?
I cannot.
What is wrong with you? You can't bet your life on something if you don't even know it's gonna work. It's not worth it.
To conclude, I'm not agreeing to this plan.
What if I told you? This is my last will.
That's your strategy, huh? No offense, but we have no guarantee this
Значение
plan of
высокое.
yours will succeed, or even that it's safe. You said it yourself. Yakshas pose a danger to humans. You really expect us to accept your self-righteous plan just because you say so?
The battlefield is a treacherous place. Every opportunity you take, you put everything on the line for.
I've been in my fair share of treacherous battles, so I know full well that you never bring up extreme measures like this until the very, very end. You say these things in the hope that we will understand and accept them. But if you don't even know that your self-sacrifice is going to pay off, all you're doing is hurting morale. Besides, if you were really so determined to end it all, you wouldn't have given us the opportunity to share our opinions. And anyway, losing one of us so the rest can escape? Some victory that is.
Yelan, don't be so harsh.
Point is, it's not time for drastic measures yet. It's possible there's a hidden passage leading to the exit that we just haven't discovered.
What if there isn't? Or if we don't find it? And in the end, I'm so weak that I don't have the strength left to sacrifice myself. What do you propose we do then?
As things stand, there's no difference between sacrificing you and trying to find another way out, in terms of the likelihood of success. If we can't say that one strategy is better than the other, we certainly shouldn't be rushing into a risky course of action.
Слишком гнетущая
Did
атмосфера.
someone say a strong enough strike can break us out of this place? Yeah, that's right. I heard ya. No one's staying behind to let anyone else out, all right? Enough talk. It's time for... Come on, whatever you are! Let's see how long you manage to keep us trapped in here after I'm finished with you!
Easy now.
Have a taste of this! Whew, okay, so I didn't tear the whole place down. But check it out, new path. If you need a hero, I'm the man for the job.
Should have seen this coming.
Не приберег свои силы, Ите, не приберег. Но зато у нас есть новое
Why do
подземелье.
you always have to do things like this? Shinobu.
What happened to Ito? Did he pass out?
The boss used up all his strength in one punch. Maybe that's the reason he managed to tear open a passage.
Let me see if there's any way I can stabilize it.
He did this because he heard us arguing, right? The thing with Boss is, he just can't stand conflict between teammates. Whenever we get into an argument in the Arataki gang, he always goes and does something shocking to calm everyone down. Today, he's done it again. He may not have known you for very long, but when he said he sees everyone as part of the same team, he truly means that. Another thing with Boss is, he hates it when other people sacrifice themselves, but he always seems to end up doing it himself. That said, there's a slight distinction to be made with him. When he does things like this, he doesn't really think he's sacrificing himself, because he genuinely believes that he's strong enough to defeat any obstacle he's faced.
Giant ego alert! And wasn't he just doing the same thing Xiao suggested? So stupid.
The boss is hardly open
Глупей
to
не бывает.
persuasion. Besides, he always acts without thinking. There's no doubt that he really thought he was about to solve everything in one hit. It's not just him either. The other guys in the Arataki gang are more or less the same. That's why they need someone like me to clean up after them. I couldn't stop him if I tried,
so I might as well just let him do his thing. Besides, often his harebrained intuition is surprisingly on point.
Ito, please tell Paimon you're okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You have nothing to apologize for. Both you and Yelan made some very good points. Still, if this was an Arataki gang issue and you were one of our members, I have to say I'd side with Yelan on this one. The boss definitely wasn't sacrificing himself. He firmly believed that we'd be able to find a way out through the passage he opened up. And he's certainly not expecting to be left behind. Everyone's important. We have to support each other if we're going to get out of here. Your survival is of huge importance to some people. No, to a whole lot of people.
Aw, Shinobu.
Everyone, let's all do our best to try and find a way out. There's still a chance. I'm sure we can escape. Leave the boss to me. Don't worry.
Everyone, it seems this passage doesn't lead to the outside world, but deeper inside.
What the? So Ito's efforts were in vain?
No, it's still worth exploring. I'll go and take a look first.
Aha, I see. I'm with you.
What?
So far, I still haven't found the thing I came looking for. That magical device, remember? If this domain has the power to project our imaginations or the things we're searching for into reality, well, maybe I can use that to my advantage to track it down.
Oh, right! No wonder she keeps telling us to keep going.
Well, I can't guarantee that, but it's worth a try.
I will find a way.
Let him go. But if you're planning on going into that domain too, then come with me. After all, I'm just a lawyer. We'll be safer if we team up. By the way, you and Xiao seem pretty close, huh? Yelan got a bit worked up just now, so I just wanted to apologize on her behalf. I have to say though, if Yelan hadn't spoken out like she did, I'm not sure she would have gotten through to him. Also, self-sacrifice is something Yelan feels strongly about. From what I know, she's lost comrades in the line of duty before, and then was rescued herself. Maybe being a survivor is what makes her so against seeing other people sacrifice themselves. How can things ever be the same again, knowing that your life was saved when others weren't? In a way, salvation can also be a burden. If I were her, I'm not sure I would have done anything different. Oh, wait, 1 second. I'll be right there. Yeah! Right, that's much safer. Since Ito can't fight right now, I've cast a spell to protect you guys.
Thank you, Senpai. Please, be careful.
We will. Same to you. Alright, traveler, let's go.
Блин, мне вот сейчас вот понравилась тут вот фразка, типа, вместо наставницы Симпа говорит. Ну ладненько. Так, и вот он наш проходик. Пойдем-ка туда. Вот еще один ход. И у нас здесь будет компас. Так, что у нас там по мамам? А, ну здесь у нас чисто эти. Думаю, разберемся. Ничего страшного в этом не будет.
What's this? Huh? Look at that huge disc in the distance. Hold on. Is that the fantastic compass?
Слишком огромное.
What? That's the best description you can come up with? It's way bigger than that!
Huh. Well, it seems our theory checked out. In my humble legal opinion, that's almost certainly the magical device I've been looking for. It really showed up. But if this really is the fantastic compass, it's so huge. How the heck am I gonna log that
Никак,
into my
Инфей, ты его
office?
на работу не заберешь.
I mean, come on, Yanfei. Don't give up now. Let's investigate the area first. What the? Are they? They look familiar. Oh yeah. I bumped into these rapscallions a few days ago.
Ладно, господа. Мы должны с вами разбираться. Да, за Янку, честно говоря, немного неудобно играть. Видите, вынужден бегать. И стамины не хватает. Но я, кстати, говорил об этом выпуске, когда у нас разбор баннера. Сила не сяо. Тихо. Ну хорошо, разобрался. Тяжеловато все же играть. Был бы конц, ты поприятнее был бы.
You know, when I ran into them before, I was working on a big commercial case. The defendant hired them to attack me. Happens all the time. Luckily, I'm well trained in martial arts, so taking them down was a piece of cake. But these are the exact same guys as I met last time. Is this space recreating scenes from my memory? Maybe this is one of the ways our adversary intends to devour us. Unbelievable.
Так, и здесь я видел вот эту вот подсказочку. Вот она у нас. Записка неизвестного происхождения. Угу. Дальше у нас какой-то туннель идет. Угу. А, судя по всему, я, скорее всего, вернулся обратно. Поэтому давай-ка попробуем ее активировать. Такс. Да, вот у нас новый вход.
Run into some other people here, but apparently not. The Fatui? Whose memory is this? Ah, watch out!
Just as I thought.
Yelan, you're here!
I will take you down no matter how many times you show up.
Hey, relax. We're together now.
И опять не персы на пробу. Классно. Тихо. Нет, пожалуйста, не убейте меня, я еще жить хочу.
Amateurs, and still they dare to come after me.
You've still got it.
Так, что это было у нас?
Seen some illusions myself. Those were the same words I heard last time. The space seems to be reproducing that memory. Now that you know, at least we're all on the same page.
He said the word fantastic. Was he talking about the fantastic compass?
Yanfei, see that thing on the ground?
Yeah, we tinkered with it. That's how we met up with you. I guess it's a miniature version of the fantastic compass in the distance. It has a close connection to the entire space.
It looks somewhat familiar. Let me think.
Так, пока что смотримся. Потому что здесь у нас есть еще вот эта вот записочка. Ее на всякий случай забираем. Переместиться в другую временную точку. Хорошо. Так, здесь, судя по всему, веточка мешает, поэтому надо, видимо, назад. Попробуем обратно вернуться. Может быть, что-то будет. Да. Так. А теперь здесь надо вперед. Ага, нет. Попробую сделать вот так тогда. Придется то и дело бегать, пока ты стрелки не настроишь нормально. Так, назад дальше нельзя. А теперь можно попробовать вперед. Нет, дальше не выходит. Такс. Попробую вперед. Дальше, да, уже не получится. Так, снова я решил вернуться обратно сюда и убрать вот эту веточку. Сейчас уже попробуем вернуться теперь уже в другой таймлайн. Там уже вот этой ветви не должно будет быть. Да. Веточки нету. И пробую я повернуть вперед. Отлично. И вот еще один ход. Хорошо, продолжаем.
Another new space.
If everywhere within this space follows the same rules, there must be another small fantastic compass somewhere around here.
Bosacious. I can't believe someone like you would end up as a lost soul underground.
No enemies. Hold on.
Wait, is the enemy hiding itself? Oh no, we should go help him.
Stay back. This is my fight. Do not come near me.
О, ща за одни прищау сыграем.
Filthy monsters! So many people have died at your hands. I lured you here to this underground space because I found your weakness.
Hiding and ambushing from the dark is Bosacious's signature tactic.
Die here with me.
Huh? Ugh. How did a valiant warrior like you die here?
Здесь придется, видимо, так понимаю, бегать, потому что ничего не сделаешь. Зато ульту понакопишь.
This is not going well for Xiao.
No matter. I know how this ends.
Look! Bosacious is showing signs of fatigue.
Bosacious. Martial Retris. Even your strength is finite. But your illusion is not as mighty as you. This is not you in all your glory. I wonder what Rex Lapis would think if he saw what had become of the first Yaksha.
Leave! I'll deal with the rest. We can't let the monsters get to the surface. Everyone, remember, we must hold the line at 60 miles outside the chasm at all costs.
Просто стою чисто на месте, ничего не делаю. Ну и пинай максимум.
Enough! Phantom, be gone!
Xiao, are you okay?
This is
So-
my purpose. Don't worry about me.
So your invisible opponent was the legendary Bosacious, Martial Vitris?
Yes. So excuse my stubbornness. Bosacious has been missing for centuries. This may have been the last time I will ever see him.
He was saying something about holding the line at all costs.
He fought here. The nameless Yaksha from the legends.
But didn't you say he'd always announce his name? How could his name be lost to time?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot who he was.
Because the karma you spoke of, drove him to madness?
Bosacius had already gone mad before he disappeared. There was no way of knowing if his memories weren't.
He still took part in the Battle of the Chasm despite having
Но
gone
все равно
mad.
ушел.
We Yakshas are not a race that thrive in peacetime. It's likely that he was drawn by the scent of bloody war. Slaughter is what we do best. Maybe it's the only thing we know. This battle confirmed my suspicions. As we had speculated, this space reflects information from people's minds. In other words, despite going mad, Bosacius came here. The illusion we saw just now is the impression he left behind. This space recreated him as he was during the battle. The way he fought was so self-destructive.
Bosacius's illusion said he'd discovered the monster's weakness and lured them underground. What kind of place could this be? Defeating Conria's monsters is no small feat, that's for sure.
Времена пятисотлетние.
Guys, it could just be me, but I think I'm suddenly feeling more tired than I was.
This space is really starting to affect us.
I believe Bosacius stayed here underground. But now he is gone, and only his illusion remains. If we don't leave, we may meet the same fate. Time to move on. You fought well, Bosacius. Goodbye.
И здесь вот она, записочка. Забираю. Записочку неизвестного происхождения. А вот тут у нас, кстати, компас. Классно, классно. Так, а интересно, а можно ли его как-то здесь его будет открыть? Или нет? А, нет, скорее всего, здесь вряд ли его получится открыть. Эх, а так хотелось бы просто взглянуть бы на него. Ну ладно. Давай-ка пошли. Это уже получается, да. Я возвращаюсь обратно. И компаса уже там нет. Теперь возникает вопрос, что же делать дальше. А делать дальше надо вот кое-что. Здесь открываем рычаг. А затем возвращаемся обратно в тот таймлайн. Все, открывается компас, мы им можем спокойно дальше использоваться. На всякий случай, чтобы вы были в курсе, как дальше проходить. Все, видим, место открылось. И теперь можно отматывать дальше. А, нет, нет, здесь надо именно назад, видите, потому что дальше уже не идет. Отматываем, значит, до самого-самого. Все. И вот получается еще один новый проходик. Продолжаем дальше. Отлично.
There's some information here. Shall we take a look?
Okay, let's see.
Вот и письмо 4. До этого как раз-таки я собрал специально все 3.
It looks like these were letters written by the Millelith soldiers who stayed here.
So, who's this Boyang they mentioned?
Boyang was one of my ancestors.
You mean Boyang fought alongside Bosacius?
I believe so.
And the Millelith soldiers were their brothers in arms.
I guess now we have a pretty good idea of where everyone that went missing ended up.
Yes.
So scary. What happened?
Come on, let's not stay here. I have a gut feeling that sooner or later we'll connect all the dots. And then, we'll finally know the truth. Still, who knows how this space is planning on revealing the answer to us.
Так, и теперь нужно найти новое пространство. Как видим, здесь полностью компас открыт, поэтому надо смотреть, куда лучше отматывать. А отматывать, скорее всего, нужно назад. Вот он, следующий таймлайн. Последний, судя по всему, я так понимаю. Да.
There's nothing here at all.
What a creepy space.
It has the feel of the abyss, but where are the opponents?
Your memory of the abyss? So, this place is created purely based on your memory?
Конечно, Пайма. А, и теперь у меня сам ГГшник в итоге идет. Ну, зато можно мышь не взять.
It's getting darker. It's...
Lumine, wait!
Вот и компас. Нашелся.
What's that shiny round thing on the ground?
The fantastic compass.
In the other spaces, the fantastic compass was always partially buried in the ground. But this one is lying flat.
Oh, she was just a figment of your imagination? So, she appeared as an illusion because you miss her so much, huh?
Yenfei, are you sure this is the fantastic compass you're looking for?
I think so. There were no pictures in the will, but based on the description, it seems to check out. Yelan? What is it?
From the design and build, this fantastic compass looks extremely similar to the catalysts used by my clan. I just need to do this, and... Someone's used this before. There may be a hidden message inside. Let's get out of here and find somewhere safer. Alright, here will be fun.
Отлично.
Take a moment to catch your breath while I try to unlock the fantastic compass.
Ну и получается, как бы... Тут все.
Well, well. This is not what I was expecting.
Oh, seems like you've made a new discovery.
Чья-то записка. Интересно, интересно. Правда, читать долго, поэтому лучше пропущу.
Boyang, who, as you know, is the missing ancestor that I came here to investigate.
All this information, it was left by your ancestor?
Hundreds of years ago, two of my ancestors, brothers, were gifted the fantastic compass by someone of great importance. They brought this device to the chasm and joined the war against the monsters of Conria. They set out together, but only one of them made it back.
Karma.
Correct. One possibility is that when they fought alongside Bosacius, they were tainted by his karma. Neither of them had visions, so they wouldn't have been able to resist its effects for very long.
From reading through this, it sounds like Boyang ended up staying here for good too.
Well, this is just wonderful. So, that's it. There's...
What do we do? Are we gonna die here?
Пайма, не паникуй. У нас все будет нормально. Мы выберемся отсюда.
I've had enough of this place. Let me out!
What was that? Huh?
I got it! I just had a thought. Give me a second, I just need to double check. Uh-huh. Traveler, I just realized something. Okay, so on my way here, I was studying the will the whole time. But I didn't give any thought to the book that the will was inside of. I don't know it verbatim, but I have read it before. The gist of the story goes like this. Millennia ago, an Adeptus made a magic device to seal away evil monsters. Later, he made good friends with a human and gave the device to him to use as a catalyst. A few years later, great demons haunted the mountains. The mortal and the Adeptus joined forces to exorcise them using the same device. And that's not all. The book also says this. When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. I have both Adepti and human lineage. Maybe my power can work. It worked! I mean, the effect only lasted an instant because I'm not strong enough. But still, we must be on the right track. And look, something seems to have been activated inside the fantastic compass.
By heaven's might and the gods of the 5 regions, Yaksha and mortal together take this contraption in hand.
That's their voices from when they made the seal. Bosacius and my ancestor. They sealed off this space at the top together.
I see. It makes sense now.
Взаимосвязь какая-то, да.
Everyone, let's go back and meet up with Ito and Shinobu. I have a suggestion to make.
Paimon can barely move anymore. Oh, why can't we get out of here? Paimon doesn't want to die.
Paimon, just hang in there, okay? Trust me, there's still hope.
Let's go.
Все, возвращаемся обратно. Так, и где же у нас получается Куки? Вместе с Ито. Да, а они, как всегда, на месте.
Shinobu, Ito, we're back!
He must be exhausted, because he still hasn't woken up yet. But he's not in any serious danger. What about you guys? You found something, didn't you? It's written on your faces. But what—
We found the fantastic compass. The previous owner left a message inside, and from the looks of it, there really is no way out of this space after all. It seems like the previous owner was stuck here forever too.
Shoot! This isn't over yet. Listen to me. Just now, I tried channeling my power into the fantastic compass, and it responded.
But all that did was activate the records from when the seal was created.
Right, but the issue wasn't with the compass. It was with the method. Remember what the book says? When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. Only when a mortal and an Adeptus combine their powers can the fantastic compass be fully activated. I'm a mix of human and Adeptus, so the fact that the fantastic compass responded to me shows that the system is still functional. Lucky for us, we also happen to have a full Adeptus and a human with training in the magic arts.
Interesting. So that's what was going through your head.
So, an Adeptus and a human need to channel their power at the same time?
Yes, if my guess is correct, then when both of you put your full power into the fantastic compass, we should be able to completely reactivate it. Last time, it was used to seal the intersection between this place and the chasm. If we can reverse it,
Then we're home free.
Awesome. So there's still hope?
you bet.
Your idea seems reasonable.
Okay, well let's all take a quick break. We'll give this thing a try once we're ready.
Хорошо.
Oh boy.
Наконец-то будет у нас потихонечку добираться эта концовочка.
Yelan, Xiao, how are we looking?
I'm all set.
I'm ready.
Oh, but Yanfei, there's one thing you might need to mentally prepare yourself for. I'm afraid you probably won't be able to take the fantastic compass out of here. From what I can tell, everything within this domain is the result of disordered space-time and memories. We all came here for different purposes, and everything that's happened here has been in response to our own imaginations and conjecture. Terrifying, but also a miracle. This space, well, it's more than just a space. Whether there's some kind of higher power at work here, I don't know. But also, according to the history of the chasm, this place must have existed for a very long time. What could have created it? Oh, that. Yeah, I was there
Змей.
too.
Да, про него уже до этого было упоминание.
Wait a second. It was you that shot that arrow?
Who else did you think it was? That snake is probably a remnant of Conrion's civilization, and crystals are highly effective against it. Maybe... If so, I'm extremely sorry, everyone. It looks like I might be the one responsible for all of this.
No. You're just trying to help us and solve the problem. You're definitely not to blame for what happened.
If you say so. You could almost liken this bizarre space to a living being that throws all kinds of hallucinations at us to deceive us. Everyone we've seen here, and all the paths we've walked, it all ceased to exist 500 years ago. Additionally, most of the things here are static. So if we really do manage to escape, then once time starts moving normally again...
That's actually what I think too. That's precisely why it's such a miracle that we even found the fantastic compass to begin with.
This whole thing feels like we're breaking free from our shackles using a spear that by rights should not exist.
This is a long shot, but it may be our last chance. So, whose wish was it that summoned this device?
Perhaps it was. But maybe there's another reason. It's a shame that we couldn't find your family. But if they were here, I'm sure they'd want nothing more than to see you being rescued from this place.
I gotta say, it does intrigue me, the way we all ended up here together. If this is fate, then let's grab it in our hands and turn it around.
Leave the boss to Ushi and me. We're ready.
Traveler, take care of Paimon. Yanfei, you might need to come closer to me when the time comes.
Sure.
Хорошо. Полетели. Катсценочка вроде как должна начаться.
Stars align, bestow your light. Evil purged by thunder's might. Spirit curbed, pneuma surge. By dictum divine, heed these words. Do as I command!
Aha! The fantastic compass is an amplifier. Maintain this energy level, and we may stand a chance.
I will maintain the energy flow.
Understood.
Everyone, stand back.
I shall hold the line by sealing the surface.
As Yakshas, we must fight for this world. General Alatus, falling in!
Watch out!
This trip may be dangerous, yet you insist on going.
I have guarded this place for several hundred years. Only to seek the nameless Yaksha do I request your approval.
Your strength won't last.
А в принципе, и все. Наконец-то.
That was close. I thought you were gonna get left behind. I'm so glad you're okay. That was terrifying.
I know what you were thinking, but... Never mind. I know I can't talk you out of a mindset that's been built up over a lifetime. I don't think we were ever going to reach an agreement over the final strategy. But in the end, it was thanks to you that we...
No. I could not have done this on my strength alone.
Don't mention it. It looks like everyone got out unscathed, but you all look pretty exhausted. As for me, I'm gonna check the area for any unusual activity.
She's gone. Paimon didn't even get to say thank you.
Maybe Yelan really doesn't believe she made a contribution. It seems like she's convinced Xiao saved us all, including... And since it's not easy to persuade Xiao of anything, maybe Yelan's just given up trying to talk to him.
Xiao, she's criticizing you.
I am not.
You speak only the truth. I have no quarrel with that. I will keep your words in mind.
Really? Well, that's great. It was a perilous situation we were faced with underground, and it took every single one of us for any of us to make it out alive.
Hey, so... Ballchecker still hasn't woken up yet. Let's go check on him.
Вряд ли он уснет надолго.
I slept like a rock. Good times. Huh? What you doing? What's going on? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you in any pain?
The head? What about it?
You need to tell us if you're not feeling well.
You weren't that bright to begin with, so if we add brain damage to the equation...
The heck are you guys talking about? I'm fine. I had an epic power nap, and now I feel like a million more. Huh. I feel like I'm forgetting something, though. Oh, yeah! Wait, weren't we underground? How did we get back up here?
It's a long story. We'll fill you in later. Ito, we're indebted to you, Shinobu, and Ushi. We couldn't have escaped this predicament without your help. I'm the reason you all got caught up in this. Please accept my apologies, and let me find some way to compensate you for the trouble.
Ah, crazy talk. You helped us first. Of course we're gonna return the favor. Hey, if it weren't for you, we'd still be in a Liyue jail cell right now.
That's not quite correct. You'd be in jail, not me.
Ну и ты, Ито.
Good point. Well, okay then. How about this? To celebrate our newfound friendships, how about you let me take you to Liyue Harbor for some sightseeing and a proper meal?
I like the sound of that. Now that you mention it, whew, I am famished. Oh, I can barely walk here.
I'm hungry too, Senpai. Why don't we head straight over?
Paimon too! Paimon wants to come too! Huh?
Alright, well, I promise I'll take good care of your friends from Inazuma. Take it easy. Oh, wait! Yelan
Хорошо.
left already. I was gonna treat her to some tea. But I'll take this to mean we're square.
Oh, yeah? Is that right? Wow. Okay, I'll let him know. Traveler, flying lavender melon, Ushi has a couple words he'd like you to pass.
What?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Me too. Count me in.
Ну и?
Good idea! Let's do that! Paimon never would have guessed that Ushi was so gentle and thoughtful.
Sometimes the profoundest truths can also be the simplest.
You betcha! Just leave it to us.
All right, Ito, Shinobu, Ushi, let's.
Oh yeah! Grub time!
See you next time.
Finished taking care of business?
Oh, there wasn't any business. We were just saying goodbye to our friends.
По-моему, здесь еще должна быть одна катсцена. Сейчас выясним.
You're still here. I saw the two Inazumans leave with Yenfei, heading towards Liyue Harbor. Aren't you going with them?
We still had some stuff we wanted to say to Xiao.
I figured as much. I've checked the area. Nothing strikes me as out of the ordinary. Looks like this chapter has come to a close. Now, I just need to take care of the confidentiality issues. Let's hope our friends from overseas can keep their mouths shut.
We got it! We got it! We'll make sure they don't say anything. Please don't hurt them.
Oh. You figured me out, huh? All right, I'll quit pulling your leg. Everyone really rose to the occasion this time. I won't ever forget what we went through. Where could that strange space have come from? And how has it existed down there undetected for so many years? I have to investigate this further. I have a feeling that whatever lies behind all this runs deep. Maybe so deep that no one can be allowed to know. Also, I think someone helped us out at the last minute. They did a good deed, of course, but somehow I couldn't tell anything about them. Anyway, these questions will have to wait for another time. I have some follow-up work to do and reports to make. So it's back to Liyue Harbor for me.
Bye, Yelan!
You knew I was waiting for you?
Конечно.
Really?
Да. Мы же знаем.
There's somewhere I want to go. If you have the time, you can join me.
Where is it?
A place that has to do with the Yakshas.
Ну и я знаю, куда, в принципе, надо идти. А идти надо сюда. Как раз-таки к вот этому вот месту. Для этого, если что, нужно будет пройти специальный делик. Да. Который нужно будет храм остановить.
The temple up ahead was built to remember Pervases. Maybe I came here because I had a realization.
You mean back when we were underground?
It's hard to put into words. Seeing Bosacius gave me the false impression that I'd traveled back into the past. You could dress up the Yaksha's life and call us valiant warriors, veterans of war. But the truth is, for Bosacius, perhaps dying in the heat of a great battle was no tragedy. And perhaps the same is true for me. After living so long, to die
Было
in
бы
the
не
act of saving
так
others
уж и
would
плохо,
not have
конечно,
been a
да?
terrible thing.
Сразу видно. Человек.
So maybe these thoughts are my own form of insanity.
Hey, don't say that. Oh yeah, Ushi wanted us to tell you. Ushi said he has the power to exorcise demons, so people use him to fend them off. But after he met Ito, he's never left his side. He also said that he doesn't have any grand philosophies. He just thinks we should spend our lives around the people who make us happiest. Maybe there aren't so many rules about how we should or shouldn't live our lives in this world after all. So, he hopes you can come to understand that even though the power of a yaksha may be harmful to other people, yep, like people with visions, they have more resistance against your power, right? And, well, anyway, there's loads of people out there who really care about you.
Suddenly you sound a lot like Bosacius and the others. They used to talk about how they hoped to live a mortal's life once the world was at peace. I think I was the only one who didn't think that way. The Bosacius recorded in the Fantastic Compass had lost his sanity. He addressed the people around him as Alatus, Menogius, and others. These are the names of the 5 Yakshas. I am Elatus, and Menogius is General Capesus. The others are Bonanis, or General Chisapis, and Indarius, or General Musatus.
Витой моллюск.
I heard that people
Прямо
call
как сет
5 of us
артов.
Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti. Bosacius and Yelan's ancestors stayed underground to the end. So that space must have read their minds in their last moments as they approached death. Yelan was right in everything she said. Both of our proposals had their drawbacks, and both were sensible suggestions. I couldn't have done all I did without everyone's help. Even in the final moments, it took every bit of my power to break free from that place.
Well, Paimon still thinks you were amazing.
Yenfei and Yelan are correct. I always prepare for the worst-case scenario. This mindset is deeply rooted in me. Even so, it was the most optimistic solution I could think of. If Rex Lapis hadn't saved me in that moment, I don't think I would have been able to escape. In the end,
Дед
I
решил
still had to
помочь.
burden another.
But that's how it should be, right? You've known Zhongli, Rex Lapis, for such a long time.
Кстати, вроде как после этого потом будет доступен
In the moment
тоже
that we
задание мира,
escaped from that space,
где нужно
I
будет
could
именно с
sense
дедом
what was left
поговорить.
of Bosacius's memory.
Так что я думаю, проблем не
Perhaps
составит,
it's
когда
good
это
that one
сделать.
more person will remember him.
Menogius, where have you been?
Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, the thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm.
Boyoung? Boyoung? You are Boyoung, but who am I?
Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame.
Stay here? No. No, you have to leave.
Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets. The seal can't be broken.
The seal. Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who came here to fight.
Brother, are you okay?
Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now.
We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me. You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now too?
Boyoung, do you want to go home?
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home.
I must have family too.
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do.
Brothers and sisters. Yes, but who am I? And where is my family?
Brother! What's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me, don't die before me.
Elatus, is that you?
Who's Elatus? Your memory's going again.
I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state.
Brother!
Look, there's someone over there.
Who are they?
They're my... I remember now. I know you. My brothers and sisters have come for me, Boyoung.
At least tell me your name.
Brother Bosacious.
Hey, Bosacious. Bosacious.
I am Bosacious, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
I've said so much today, but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life? The approach of death? By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all.
How?
It matters not. Rex Lapis had said that you are a witness. It is right that the events of the world are relayed to you. Bonanis, Menogius, and Indarius all perished, and only Bosacious's fate was unknown. This has always stung my heart like a thorn. That is why I went to the chasm. Now that I know what happened in the chasm back then, I can finally put this matter to rest. Before we left that place, I picked up a stone. I thought if I could take it out with me, I would place it in the temple to Pervases in memory. Unfortunately, the stone did not survive. Pervases died in the Archon War thousands of years ago. He was younger than us, and Bosacious was very sad when he passed. Too many Yakshas have become casualties of battle. We are like a flock of birds, scattered to the four corners of the world. Bosacious, Boyang, and all those soldiers. Heroes. I like that word. Maybe the world will never be free of disaster. But there is good in the world, too. Even the darkest hearts have room for those they cherish. I accept your advice. From this day on, heroes will always look out for each other.
Наконец-то завершилось последнее. Последнее. Буду с вами прощаться. Ставьте лайки, записывайтесь на канал, ставьте что-то видосики. Ну и, конечно же, всем удачи, всем пока.